Hello, I've compiled all the previous script sections and rewritten them into a complete script in English. This script follows all the requirements you provided. The storytelling style of Sadia Khan, optimized for TTS, including coaching questions, real-life examples, and a strong call to action at the end. Part 1. The Introduction. Why a man who gives too much ends up with nothing. Have you ever wondered why some men seem to effortlessly attract women while others fail, no matter how much they give? Love isn't just about gifts, grand gestures, or even good looks. It's rooted in a deep understanding of female psychology. Women fall in love not because of what you say, but because of how you make them feel. Welcome to the channel, guys. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 5 simple yet incredibly powerful secrets to become the man she can't stop thinking about. These aren't just tips, they're the psychological triggers that build deep, lasting emotional connections. Stay until the very end, because I promise this perspective will change how you approach every relationship. Love isn't a random game. Women don't fall for a man just for his looks or financial status. They fall for emotional resonance. The man who truly understands her mind, makes her feel safe, and sparks her curiosity will always stand out from the rest. Let's dive into these 5 powerful secrets. The power of calm and confidence. Emotional safety isn't built on money or status, it's built on trust. When a woman knows she can express herself without judgment, she feels understood, valued, and protected. Most men chase approval, constantly seeking validation from women, but that's a dead-end street. Instead, you need to remain calm, confident, and grounded in your own energy. Emotional safety is built through patience, deep listening, and showing you are a self-contained, sovereign man. When she senses that calm strength, she feels safe to fall in love. Inner masculine energy. Women are naturally drawn to masculine energy. When you are a man who is grounded, decisive, and unapologetically yourself, you pull her deeper into her feminine essence. This isn't about being controlling or aggressive. It means standing firm in your values, your goals, and your emotions. She will be unconsciously magnetized to your strength because it gives her the space to feel soft, feminine, and cared for. The more she can rest in her femininity around you, the more she associates you with comfort and emotional fulfillment. That's when her heart opens. The mystery of a man with purpose. One of the biggest mistakes men make is revealing too much about themselves too soon. Love thrives in mystery. When you're an open book from day one, she loses curiosity. And curiosity is what makes love exciting. Maintain a healthy balance between openness and mystery. Share parts of your story, but leave room for her to discover who you truly are over time. This keeps her engaged, intrigued, and wanting to know more. Attraction isn't built on constant availability. It's built by creating an emotional chase. A man with a deep sense of purpose is incredibly magnetic. When your life is driven by goals, passions, and self-respect, you naturally become more attractive. Winning a woman's heart isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about becoming a man who naturally attracts love. Emotional safety, masculine energy, deep understanding, mystery, and purpose are the keys to making her heart race and her soul gravitate toward you. When you embody these traits, she won't just like you, she will fall in love with you deeply and completely. Remember this: you don't seek a relationship to feel whole. You seek a connection to share your wholeness. That's when she'll choose you, not out of convenience, but out of deep admiration. For the next 7 days, spend 10 minutes each day writing down 3 personal goals you want to achieve. This helps you define your purpose and focus on yourself before seeking an external connection. Part 2. Elevate your attractiveness. Have you ever thought that to make a woman feel safe and love you, you have to constantly agree with her and satisfy her every wish? That's a common misconception, and one of the biggest reasons men lose their attractiveness. If you want a woman to feel deeply connected to you, if you want her to naturally soften, trust, and be captivated by your presence, then you must understand this truth. A woman's feminine energy is awakened and drawn out by a man who is grounded in his masculine frame. This isn't about domination or control, it's about polarity. Masculine and feminine energies are magnetic opposites, like day and night, sun and moon. When these two energies complement each other, they create an irresistible attraction, making her feel safe, desired, and deeply feminine. The power of calmness. Imagine yourself as a tree. Feminine energy is like the wind. She is emotional, ever-changing, and flowing. If you are swayed by every gust of wind, she will feel unstable around you. But if you are deeply rooted, strong, and calm, she will feel safe. She will dance around you like the wind dances around the tree, but she will never doubt your strength. Your masculine frame is essentially your ability to self-regulate in any situation. It is your emotional leadership. Women unconsciously test men, not because they are manipulative, but because they need to know if you are trustworthy. Setting boundaries, showing self-respect. Another crucial aspect of creating emotional safety is the ability to set boundaries, not just with her, but with yourself. Many men think that being endlessly accommodating will make a woman love them more. They say yes to everything, but women don't fall in love with men who lack boundaries. They respect men who know where they stand. Boundaries are attractive because they communicate self-respect. When you have standards for your life and your relationships, you show her that you are not afraid to walk away from disrespect. That confidence is deeply reassuring to a woman because it shows her you are not with her out of fear or desperation. Consistency is key. An emotionally inconsistent man, warm and attentive one day, cold and distant the next, will create anxiety in a woman. Women crave stability. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect or emotionless, but your energy must be steady. She needs to know that no matter what happens, your reaction will come from a place of grounded strength, not insecurity. This consistency makes her trust you, because she knows she won't be blindsided by emotional outbursts or mood swings. A separate world. Women are drawn to men who have an independent life, a separate world outside of the relationship. When she sees that you have friends, passions, and a vision for the future, she will invest more in the relationship. She knows she can't take you for granted, because you aren't living just to please her. That independence is incredibly attractive. Creating mystery isn't a game. It's a reflection of self-respect and emotional strength. It's not about manipulation or being hard to get. It's about pacing the relationship so she can appreciate every part of you as she discovers it. When you do this, You're giving her something rare, a connection that deepens over time, instead of burning brightly and fading too quickly. List 3 hobbies or activities you have neglected. Set a goal to spend at least 1 hour each week returning to one of them. This not only nourishes your soul, but also shows that you are a man of depth. Part 3. Becoming an irreplaceable man. Here's a harsh truth. The more a man tries to prove himself, the more easily women will look down on him. They think they have to do everything to be loved, but that's the shortest path to failure. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be grounded. Attraction isn't found in perfection, it's found in presence. When you are fully present, you make her feel like she's the only woman in the world, without needing to excessively flatter her. Emotional safety begins with this presence. Understand the psychological truth. According to modern psychology, women are wired to seek a partner who can solve complex problems and adapt to his environment. In a relationship, this is shown through a man's calmness and his ability to hold his ground. When you show stability and reliability, you activate a primal psychological mechanism in her, making her feel safe and protected. Conversely, your constant search for her approval will unconsciously signal that you're not strong enough to be a pillar of support, causing her to lose respect and interest. Learn to say no and set standards. A man who knows how to say no will become more attractive. It shows you have clear standards and aren't easily swayed. Imagine how she will feel when she knows you are willing to stand up for your values, instead of just saying yes to please her. This doesn't mean you have to be rigid or cold. On the contrary, it shows you're confident and strong enough to respect both yourself and her. When you have boundaries, you teach her how to treat you. The secret of emotional restraint. Don't confuse emotional restraint with being cold. Emotional restraint is knowing how to regulate and express your feelings with a measure, rather than letting them control you. When you don't easily reveal all your fears and insecurities at the beginning, you create a space for trust to build gradually. She will feel that she has to earn your trust, and that makes the relationship deeper and more meaningful. Make time for yourself. Remember that you can't fill others' cups when your own is empty. Make time for yourself, pursue your passions, and connect with friends. This not only helps you recharge, but also makes you more mysterious and attractive. A man with a rich and full life will naturally attract women with similar values. Ultimately, the secret to becoming an irreplaceable man isn't about changing the woman, but about becoming the best version of yourself. Live with purpose, maintain discipline, and carry a calm confidence. When you operate from this space, you don't need to manipulate her interest. Your energy will naturally attract her. She'll feel you're a man of depth, one who can't be fully understood at first glance, and that will make her want to know more. This week, try something new that you have never done before. It could be learning a new skill, taking a class, or even traveling somewhere alone. Share the experience with her naturally, without mentioning that you did it to impress her. Part 4. The way out of the cycle of desperation. Have you ever felt trapped in an endless cycle of trying to please others to get love? The fear of rejection and the feeling of not being good enough make you give everything, but you only receive indifference and coldness in return. Most men don't realize that the more they try to get a woman's approval, the more they push her away. When you constantly seek her validation, you are unconsciously saying, "My confidence depends on what you think of me." This is not the energy of a leader or masculine energy. A woman wants to be with a man who knows his worth, regardless of whether she praises him or not. The man who can walk into a room and own his presence without needing applause is the one every woman is drawn to. His energy conveys strength, stability, and self-respect. The power of presence. When you stop chasing approval, something powerful happens. You stop trying to impress her and instead focus on being present with her. Presence is far more attractive than perfection. Women are deeply intuitive. They can feel when a man is truly connected to himself, when he is genuinely listening, rather than waiting for an opportunity to say something impressive. Emotional safety begins with this presence. Don't misuse vulnerability. Vulnerability is beautiful and necessary for emotional intimacy. But when you reveal everything about yourself in the early dating stages, it feels less like intimacy and more like a lack of boundaries. True vulnerability must be earned over time. When you gradually share your struggles, fears, and dreams, it creates a stronger impact because she feels she has earned your trust. The allure of a man with depth. Women are drawn to men with depth, who have a full life and purpose, not men who are waiting for a relationship to fill their emptiness. When you are deeply invested in your goals, passions, and personal growth, your energy shifts. You become more attractive because she senses you aren't chasing her out of emptiness. You're inviting her into a life that is already full, gentle, and decisive. Many men mistakenly believe they need to be overly gentle or passive to make a woman feel safe. But women feel safe with a man who is strong yet kind, decisive yet compassionate. Healthy masculine energy is protective, not aggressive. It provides a sense of direction and leadership, which makes a woman feel she can relax and trust you. Ultimately, creating mystery isn't about being distant or cold. It's about being intentional. It's about revealing yourself slowly, maintaining your individuality, and making her feel that earning your trust is a worthwhile journey. Women don't love the man who is always available, predictable, and eager to please. They love the man who respects himself, carries a calm strength, and allows attraction to build naturally through curiosity and emotional pacing. When you embody this energy, she won't just be interested, she'll be captivated. This power isn't for those who just listen. It's for those who dare to act. I've given you the key. It's up to you to unlock the door. Click subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of these priceless lessons.